So listen, since I've started this whole gig economy stuff, working on different apps, side hustle apps and stuff, doing it in different marketplaces, most every major app and niche out there, I've basically done them all. One recent one that I got activated on, of course, you see it in the title, thumbnail, it's Walmart Spark. I feel like it's been a trickier one to master and really to optimize earnings-wise. So of course, I'm driving today on Walmart Spark, and I'm gonna try to find some good pockets of good orders to make, I'll just say $20 an hour. Can we do $20 an hour? Because I don't know, the last time I drove for Walmart Spark, I just couldn't get the hang of it. I don't know, it's when they send orders. It's like every 15 minutes or so. You can only check in at certain times. I waited like 30 minutes to pick up an order when I was at Walmart. That's what we're doing today, folks. By the way, you go to a Walmart, you pick up stuff, you deliver it to a customer. Mostly grocery orders. You can do general merchandise, but all of mine have been grocery. I want to at least try to start to understand, master Walmart Spark, the earnings hacks, ways where you consistently, that's the key word, consistently make the kind of money that you want to make here. So I'm headed to the Walmarts. Obviously, we got to go there to pick up these customer orders first. Think about that whenever you're driving on these apps here. And let's see how the shift goes. So guess what, folks? Guess what? I just went online. I'm using Spark now, and I got this order request. Take a look. Let me know what you think here. But it's $30 for, I think it's like what, 10.8 miles or so. But this isn't a bad first order at all. $3 paid per mile. And I like having that margin, like higher payout, because I do have to commute. I do have to drive down there to that Walmart. All right, just arrived to the Walmart 1 minute after the app's estimated arrival time. There are metrics, by the way. On-time arrival is one metric, so I'm really curious how strict it's gonna be. Now, you gotta do a certain amount of deliveries before you can see your metrics. I believe it's 10 deliveries. Comment down below, help us out there. So I got 2 drop-offs. It says drop-off by 1:36. It is 12:49 p.m. right now. And then my second drop-off at 2:02 p.m. When you get here, you want to go to the pickup area, like, the general customer pickup area, the exterior, not, don't go inside, of course. So here, there's letters. It's A through K. It's going to be different possibly for your location, could be numbered. And then just follow the prompts in the Spark app. Once you do that, you put in your parking spot, it notifies the associate. The associate actually came over just to confirm. So we'll wait for them, they'll load up the vehicle, and then we'll be on our way to drop off number 1. Walmart tells you to do this. I'll tell you to do this every single time. It's the same thing that you'll do if you're a shopper on other apps. Instacart and Shipt is always split up the customer orders. So if you do those shopping apps, either separate carts or split the cart. And for Spark, we have one customer here in the cabin, and then the other customer drop off in the trunk. That's also, again, what Spark tells you to do. I have 20 minutes, 7.1 miles to the first drop, and then of course second drop.
Hi, post-production Mike here. Had some issues with the new mic setup. I didn't turn the mic on, sorry, but I need to tell you what happened on this delivery. Listen to this. So I have my stuff, I did the pickup, right? And I'm driving to the customer's location. Now this whole shift is basically rural. It's suburban driving neighborhoods in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area here. So I pull up to the customer's address. It's a home, again, neighborhood, suburbs, and I park, I get out, I'm getting all the stuff in the trunk. One trip, ideally, but it's not going to happen, like 2 or 3 trips. So first trip, I'm loading all the bags on my arm here, and I turn around, I go to walk to the front door. Fine, no issue. Now, when I start approaching the front door, the customer comes out, which is fine. I think a lot of these deliveries, it doesn't even have to be on Spark, just deliveries, the kind of trajectory is just contactless, but whatever, right? So the guy opens the door and he says, "Oh, you can deliver just right here." And he signals for inside his house. So if you didn't know, none of these apps instruct you to deliver inside of a customer's home. It doesn't matter where. So I mean, I've known this. I've done this stuff since 2015. So just keep that in mind. None, I mean, food delivery, parcel, Spark, grocery, it doesn't matter. None of these tell you to do that. Now, I mean, there's niche things. I think it's called Amazon Home, where you get access to like just inside the front door or just inside a garage. That's a little bit different. You know, you have permission. So here's just what I want to tell you here. It's really up to you. I mean, again, real world. I mean, the apps are like, hey, you never have to deliver inside someone's home. Don't ever deliver inside someone's home. Obviously, safety and privacy concerns. I 100% get that. Now, real world, because I'm always frank with you, I want to give you like a real world neutral stance here that, I mean, delivering in the suburbs in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I mean, I grew up in Pittsburgh, and for me personally, I mean, I felt completely fine doing it. I mean, I didn't really think anything of it. There was like a twinge of like, oh, I'm not supposed to technically deliver inside someone's home. It was an older gentleman. You know, looks like he had some mobility issues, and I wanted to help him out. And he literally signaled like just inside the front door. There's like a little side table on the wall, like a welcome table. So very visible. I mean, that's up to you. You know, your safety is number one. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I mean, you can just say so. Say, hey, you know, unfortunately, I'm not able to. I'm not authorized to deliver, you know, inside a home. You can leave it just by the front door. But I mean, for me, it was a difference of like 3 or 4 feet. A table right there. I seemed like a nice gentleman. If you don't want to deliver to like just inside someone's door, or I've had people say, oh, you can leave it right here on the floor, like just right inside the front door. But if you're not cool with doing that for whatever reason, don't worry about it.
Listen, you're going to have growing pains. You're going to make mistakes when there's a new app, just getting used to the workflow. And listen, these apps understand that. If you make mistakes, they know that, and they give you like grace periods with things like ratings and stuff like that. This time, look, it said scan. And what that's asking for is to scan an orange label that has a barcode and the customer's name. It's not an item barcode. So that's kind of what I thought firstly. It's not an item barcode. It's a special orange tag for the pickup with the customer's name. And the associates at this time Sam's Club, he didn't give me one, because there's the bins they roll out with the goods, and there's that orange sticker on the outside. He didn't give me one. Now the thing is, help me out, comment down below, but I've had runs where I don't scan, and I mean, there's no prompt in the app at all. But this one, there's a completely different screen, and it actually says scan, and it's asking for that orange label. So the first runs I did, I took the orange labels off the bins. This was Walmart, remember? And you know, I stick them one here, one in the back, because that's where the customer's order was, and I didn't have to scan it. But this time I did, and the guy didn't stick. So remember, just always grab one of those orange stickers. It's probably good practice to do it always. Just grab one of those stickers. But anyway, yeah. Got the items, so let's make this drop off. I load this stuff at the front door, and this time it says sign. And I'm thinking that might be because I didn't scan a label. I didn't have a label to scan. Comment down below if that's the case. If you don't scan the label, are you always prompted for the customer to sign for the goods? So number one, there's delivery instructions like a lot of these apps have. It says like, hey, leave it on my porch, leave it on the red chair, leave it on the table, you know, stuff like that. So this one says, you know, leave it, and it said recently had eye surgery. Now that doesn't really matter, but then when I had the prompt for the customer to sign, I'm like, all right, you know, I'm expecting the customer at the door, and normally I would take a picture of it, right, to confirm it and go, no contact. But I can't do that, and I mean, you cannot sign for it. Do not sign for it just to clear that screen. I don't care. I don't care if it's a little dash, a squiggle, because some customers do that. Don't do that. I mean, clearly, I'm sure you know why. Don't do that. But, you know, like a kid answered the door, like kind of peeked through the glass, there's a little curtain, and the kid peeks through the little curtain, and I hold my phone up, and it has the screen for the signature. I'm like, hey, I need a signature. Walmart, you know, just identifying who I am. I said, you know, hey, Walmart, I need a signature. So then they leave, the kid leaves, comes back, opens the door. I don't know, it's what, the kid's like 6, and then a younger kid, maybe 3, come out. And they're like, and I say again, like, oh, I need a signature. And the kid goes like, oh, that's my mom. I was like, yes, I need her. I need a signature just to confirm the delivery. This is, you know, your Walmart drop off. And I heard like on a phone, like on a speakerphone, the mom saying like, go ahead and sign for it. And the kid raises her hands up. She's like, what am I supposed to do? And then I guess, what I'm presuming is the mom on the phone, who, again, I'm presuming is recovering from this surgery, said, just go ahead and sign for it. Just squiggle, right? And I say to the kid, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I just can't do it. And that's really the take. That's why I'm telling you this, is you can't do it. Do not do that. It is fraud. Obviously, you can get deactivated for doing that. Don't do that. Even if some of these customers just make a dash or they squiggle for the customer signature, you can't do it. You can't do it. So yeah, the kid just does like a little squiggle, and I'm like, all right, I'm all set. Have a good day. And that's it. I mean, you're done. I just wanted to let you know, obviously always operate with integrity, follow the prompts. In this case, the prompt said, hey, you gotta get a signature, so sorry, you gotta ring the doorbell and make it happen. Two things really matter that Spark actually emphasizes, they put it in their FAQs. It is proximity and metrics. Metrics, on-time arrival, the drop rates, a few other things. Metrics and proximity. So I'm driving back to the Walmart, as you do, on Spark, and I got an express delivery, which means the pickup time is like now. It's ready to go. It's ready to be delivered, and or that's when the customer is expecting it, I'm assuming. And check out the pay here. Very good. And why did I get that request? Exactly, proximity. I'm about 5 minutes per the GPS away from this Walmart. So if you are continuing your shift, like you're not done, right? If you're still driving, then yeah, it makes perfect sense. Just go back to the Walmart, even if you don't get a request, because you're gonna have to go back there anyway, and it's gonna increase the chance of you getting an express delivery, a high paying order, hopefully. Okay, we are done, my goodness, and after that long wait. So get this, we're at 47.2 miles. Those are the business miles, folks. 47.2. That's from my apartment down to the Walmart, completing the entire runs, and that's it. Not these miles going back home. Those are commuting miles. I'm not intending to do business. I was when I was going down because I already was online. So I started to Spark Now up there, and then I got my assignment. So, I was doing business there. Anyway, let's go over the numbers. I'm going to give you my kind of what I've been doing more recently. Let me know down below in the comments. I've been doing more of a live, immediate post-shift feedback to give you the real raw feedback of the shift. Here are the numbers right next to me. Here's the shift. If I had to guess, I think I took pretty high paying orders, but I mean, there was a wait time on the last one. I'm gonna say I did 17 an hour. What did I actually do? Look at the numbers right there.
Post-production Mike here. Let me step in again and go over these numbers. And I mean, was it a good shift? So I actually did $20.46 per hour. So a little bit better than my guess of 17. And I, going over these numbers, was kind of surprised by a few things. So let's take a look here. Shift 12:15 p.m. until 3:45 p.m. The total gross revenue is $71.62. I was kind of surprised at that. And then it does equate to about $20 an hour. Now, I mean, 4 deliveries completed, 3 tips received. The tips were good. So $7 average. I had 3 out of the 4 deliveries leave a tip, and they were all $7. Now, again, when it comes to business miles, 47.2. Look, listen, there's 2 metrics that you really need to pay attention to with this. It's not just how much money you make. I mean, that is your cash flow, just how much money you make. And again, $71 here, but it is the dollars per hour. So 20.46 here. That's decent. I'm not upset with $20 an hour, but number 2, that's really closely paired, if not even more important than dollars per hour, is the pay per mile. So $1.52, because listen, folks, I mean, it can seem like you're doing pretty good, but that's a measure of efficiency. So how much am I getting paid for the miles driven? That dollars to mile ratio, 152. I mean, it's decent. And actually, our tax deduction here, let me get you that, was $29.50. Now, note that is using the updated IRS optional standard mileage deduction. It's 62.5 cents shown here. So you get a little bit more of a deduction when it comes to your business miles, applicable from July 1st, 2022 through the rest of 2022. So, hey, this is all I do. I help you make money in different side hustles, many more Walmart Spark shifts to come. Any questions, thoughts on this shift and more? Comment that down below. Consider subscribing and join the team, and you can say you're under the 100K club. We're approaching 100,000 subscribers very soon. Thank you for being a part of the team here. And again, if you got a value, drop a like, and you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.